right, ladies and gents, today we are here with a different type of video. Obviously, if you know me from the previous videos that I've made, all the tier lists, they were all fighting game related. But I'm trying to venture out more. I'm not really super cultured on fighting games, so I don't want to sound like I'm everything fighting games. I like action everywhere. So here we are with Batman Arkham Asylum, and today I'm going to be ranking all the gadgets in the game from Batman and Joker. And I'm gonna also try to say what I like about them and what I strongly dislike about them. I'm gonna try to make the categories a little weird too. Like I'm gonna put like for combat only, for predator only, what I use the most, what I might have to use all the time or something like that. I'm thinking of trying to do the tier list in a different way. I hope this works out. So if it does, let me know, guys. But if not, then I'll just do something different for the next Batman Arkham games. All right, first off, we have the Batarang. So the Batarang obviously is Batman's signature weapon in every game, even in the movies, even in the shows. The Batarang is actually the first gadget that you use in the game as well, I believe, where you have to throw it to a smoke box and get rid of the gas in the room. But we're talking about mostly combat and predators. So one thing I actually like about the Batarang is that it's literally like usable in every situation possible. Like it's pretty unique on how it's used in the combat encounters for starters. Like you're attacking people and then you can just throw a Batarang and then he falls down. I'm not really a fan of the quick draw Batarang on this game compared to everything else. Like it just feels a little different and it kind of just like interrupts my flow, even though I try to like not let that happen, but it's definitely something. You're only gonna have to use it as a quick draw weapon for pretty much like a small chunk of the game, because once you upgrade your Batarang to like the double Batarang or triple Batarang, then like the quick draw for the Batarang is entirely different, and then that pretty much like you won't even need to use it in the combat no more, except for the Titan part. You throw it at a Bane's head or a random Titan, and then they run into a wall, and then you jump on them, and then you just wreak havoc, which is also pretty fun. It never gets old. But where the Batarang truly shines at is honestly Predator mode in this game. I feel like the Batarang for Predator mode is like the most broken it's ever been in its life, because not only does the Batarang like knock people down for a very long time once you fully upgrade it, ground takedowns are silent in this game. So if you wanted to, you could literally speed run a Predator section with just a Batarang and ground takedowns the whole time. It is that good. One thing I probably don't like is probably the quick fire Batarang part though in the combat encounter. Like it's cool, but like I don't know, I just don't really see a use for it. So I wouldn't say I need it all the time. I would just say I need it like most of the time. So I'll put it in most of the time tier. And since I brought up the multi Batarangs, we might as well just talk about the multi Batarangs. Those Batarangs might actually be one of the most OP things that they have ever added in this game. Like there's nothing bad about this like gadget at all. Like it is the perfect gadget in this game. It's probably going to be the only gadget that I ever like praised this much, because it's just so like capable of doing everything. You can literally use this in every situation, every scenario. So the multi Batarangs in combat, honestly, the quick fire, when it upgrades to the triple Batarangs, you knock so many people down, and that just gives you the opportunity for multiple ground takedowns every single time you see him. You can literally approach a fight by throwing 3 Batarangs at someone, and then they all fall down, I think, if they're unaware. And then you can just do ground takedowns to everyone, and it's just so cool. As for the Predator, though, the Predator encounters, like, I think they transferred the upgrades from the normal Batarang to the multi ones. So if you throw it at 3 people, they stay on the ground for quite a while, and you can just do, like, a ground takedown on all 3 of them. Like, if they're all next to each other, you just glide down, walk up, take your time, hit a punch, hit another punch, hit another punch, and that's 3 people already. Like the multi Batarang might be like one of the best gadgets in the game for sure. And obviously you know where this is going. This is going in the useful all the time tier. So would you guys believe me if I said it took me a while to find out that this weapon sounded like whipped cream? Like I did not know that. Everyone else kept on saying, oh, it sounds like whipped cream, and I'm just like, oh, I never noticed. We have the explosive gel. Obviously, it's a really great weapon. Your most reliable, like one of your top 3 most reliable gadgets in the game. The explosive gel, I mean, it's very simple in this game. You can really only use it in Predator, if I'm being honest. And then like you use it a lot in the story mode too, like to break a lot of walls. But if we're talking just combat, it only has like one use, and that's just blowing up a bunch of walls by where people are, which is not bad. I mean, I personally don't mind that. That's a free kill for me, and it's really easy and simple to use. You have nothing to worry about with this gadget whatsoever. I mean, if you're able to pull it off in a combat battle, like for instance, everybody does it in the ending part where, you know, the Joker guys are clapping, they're welcoming Batman, and, you know, if you're able to do it in like an encounter like that, then it's a big payoff. It's a really big payoff, because you get to they stay on the ground for a very long time, like way longer than the average Batarang takedown. Like, they're on the ground for a minute, so you can get about like 4 ground takedowns in before you can get back to fighting and everything like that. So yeah, the explosive gel is pretty cool, but we already know where this is going. This is obviously for Predator only. There's just no other capabilities of it. All right, next I feel like we should talk about a gadget that's slightly worse than everything I've named so far. Next we have the Sonic Batarang. The Sonic Batarang is it could be better. It could be better. I was gonna say it's okay, but this is Rocksteady's first Batman game, so we gotta cut them some slack. The Sonic Batarang, in a nutshell, it's something that just distracts the enemy. They walk up to it, it explodes. Or if you throw it at them directly in like Predator mode, it explodes. That's pretty much where you stop there. It makes a noise, and it's, you know, it just leads the enemies to it. I mean, all it is just a free takedown. There's really nothing else special about the Sonic Batarang at all. You can't even use it more than once. It doesn't have a recharge on it like how it does in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, and I think Arkham Origins. I think Origins has a Sonic Batarang. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's pretty much all you can really do with it in Predator mode. And funny story actually. I wanted to check out in combat mode to see if the Sonic Batarang had a usage in there. It actually does not. You throw it at an enemy, it doesn't even explode. He just flinches, and then it's just right back to fighting. Like, it is the craziest thing ever. But the Sonic Batarang is not really anything super useful at all. All right, next we got the Line Launcher. Something that doesn't really have many capabilities in this game combat-wise, but in the story, this is like one of your best friends. I'm not gonna lie. I remember coming in clutch with this on the Killer Croc match. I remember, obviously everybody remembers when there was the sniper on top of the balcony, and Batman's like, he got up there somehow. Maybe I can find a way. And then he just throws, you have to throw a Batarang at him and then hit a Line Launcher, or however you manage to make it over there. The Batarang, I think, is the only way. But Line Launcher, like, the only reason I'm gonna give this a spot to be in is because it does have capabilities in combat, but no one will ever use these ever in their life. Like, I don't see anybody taking the time out their day to just think and be like, oh yeah, I should just use the Line Launcher in like Predator combat mode. But pretty much all you can really do with the Line Launcher, if I'm being honest, is just hit a line of enemies that are like standing in one spot in like combat or Predator, and then you're just doing multiple ground takedowns. That's pretty much as far as you can make it with this weapon. And that's not really, there's nothing really else to talk about this weapon with, so we're just gonna have to put it in the probably never gonna ever use this in my life tier. Next, we have a gadget that I did not expect that was gonna take so much hard work and effort to get a decent clip with, and that I still couldn't even manage to get a good clip with in general at all, is the Remote Batarang. The Remote Batarang is by far the most awkward weapon to use in this game, because I'm used to, because like, you know, in the new Batman games, the inverted Batarang, I mean the Remote Batarang, it has inverted controls, and on this one it's not inverted, which makes it very complicated to begin with. But once you hit an enemy as well, the Batarang just keeps going, so I have to like mash every button I can just to stop it from going still. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even get a ground takedown with this thing. So obviously, since it keeps going, obviously the good side is that you can hit multiple enemies with a Remote Batarang at once. But the hardest part is the controls. The controls are by far just super weird, man. It's just hard to explain. I just don't know how to, I don't even know what I'm doing with this Batarang. And it's funny because I never even knew it was this bad to use, because I've never taken the time out of my day to use the Remote Batarang. I just kind of unlocked it, and then it was just in my gadget spot. Like, I didn't even look at it at all. But now I know that this is a very difficult weapon to use. It takes a lot of skill. So obviously this is a predator only weapon. There's just nothing else you can do with it. Like, and it's barely a predator only weapon if you don't know how to use it. And last for Batman, we have the Batclaw. This game has a pretty good Batclaw in my opinion. I like the single Batclaw, and I also like the Ultra Batclaw, which needs to return, bro. It is such a great weapon. You have so many like amazing capabilities with this weapon. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's really good for combat as well, but me personally, I just haven't mastered that formula. I know you could like pull some people and make like 2 guys hit each other, which is cool, but I don't know. I really have like most fun with it in like predator mode entirely, so it's kind of like an awkward thing for me specifically. I think I'm just bad at the game. Just let me know. I'm probably bad at the game, but I do like what it can do. I like that you can use it for pretty much everything in the story mode, predator sections too, like where you can pull a crate off the wall, because you can either mash it, or if you have the ultra and you just grapple onto it, push it one time and the whole thing is gone. You could break a wall as well with the Ultra Batclaw, which is so cool in my opinion. Like, Batman is just that strong all of a sudden. Pulling guys over a ledge, that's the obvious. I do that a lot with that weapon. It's just a really great weapon, so I have nothing against it. And in my personal trash player opinion, I think it's just for predator purposes only. And that's Batman. All right, and next we have Joker. Obviously, a lot of people don't like Joker. They don't like his gadgets. But I personally think like 2, maybe 3 of his gadgets on a good day are actually fun. First up, we have the X-ray goggles. Let's just get the obvious out the way. It's a gadget. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes it for the purpose that it's a gadget. I kind of agree on that too, because I say I'm ever in a situation and I have my goggles on accident when I'm really trying to pull out like a gun or something, and I end up getting shot because I wanted to look at somebody in X-ray vision shooting a bullet at me. That probably would irritate my day. So I don't see why they wouldn't just make it a button like how they do with detective mode to just put on the X-ray goggles. Like, you could have, like, I'm fine with just being on the floor the whole time and having to do it that way. That's cool with me, as long as I don't have to use it as a gadget. But I mean, there's really no capabilities to this one, so it's for predator only. You can't do anything else with this at all. All right, next we have Joker's like laughing walking teeth bomb thing, or whatever it's called. Personally, there's really not much to say about any of Joker's gadgets as a whole, but the teeth bomb is actually pretty good. I like the fact that it's just small enough to where enemies just don't even notice it's around, and it's an instant kill. No matter if they see you or if they don't see you, you can literally just throw this anywhere at anyone you want, and it just goes kaboom. That's like all it does. It's nothing else to do. You can't really use it in combat because you're gonna be very close to the enemies, and they're very fast. So it's a predator only weapon. So that's pretty much all we can say about that one as well. And last but not least, we have Joker's trusty revolver. Very simple weapon. You know, I wish there was more I could say, but it's just as simple as pulling the gun out and shooting someone. It kills anyone in one shot. Combat, predator, like any situation you could ever want to be in. Like he just pulls the gun out and shoots them. I can say I believe it's easier to just do it in Predator. So, because I don't really think anyone's gonna think to just pull out a gun and shoot somebody in combat, because it'll just ruin their combo. So yeah, there's pretty much nothing else to say. You just pretty much pull the gun out from anywhere in the room. He can snipe them too if for some reason that gun has good range. You just pull it out, aim at him, bang, he's dead. That's all you can do. So yeah, this is gonna be Predator only, and yeah, that's pretty much Joker. But yeah, that about does it for Batman Arkham Asylum gadgets. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm trying my absolute hardest. I say this every video, but I'm trying my absolute hardest to motivate myself to make more YouTube videos, especially after the last like 4 out of 5 that I uploaded did really good. Honestly, I didn't expect like the other one besides the tier list videos to do good, but that was good too. And yeah, I'm just trying my hardest. You know, I actually do want to make a living off of YouTube. It's been like a lifelong dream. I hope to eventually make it there. I just got to be more consistent. And yeah, that's Batman. Let me know if you guys want to see more. I was thinking of doing Arkham Asylum boss battles. Or I could just skip that and just do gadgets in Arkham City. It's up to you guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch and TikTok and Kick everywhere else. I'll put it in the description. And have a good one.